How do? So this video is about the Lasiodora parahybana, also known as the Brazilian salmon pink bird eater, or just simply the LP. This is a New World species. As its name suggests, it does actually come from Brazil and around that sort of area. This one's actually on record going down as the third largest tarantula, and that's pretty impressive. So it's in the same sort of region as things like the sturmy and the blondie. This is a terrestrial species, so one thing it will need more than anything is actually walking space. Terrestrial species are opportunistic burrowers, opportunistic climbers. Ours seems to quite like it going up a little bit of cork bark, things like that, but it rarely climbs the sides. And we've not seen it actually burrow yet. It's gone under the cork bark, but it's just not made any sort of burrows or attempts to. Temperatures in its natural habitat range from 22 to 29 degrees Celsius, and it's got quite a decent amount of humidity, so about 60-70%. What we seem to do is just keep it at 24 degrees Celsius and around the 60% humidity mark, with just a spray every now and again, and of course every tarantula should have a water dish. The growth rate on this tarantula is actually medium to fast, so it's not going to grow super quick like say an OBT would, but it's not going to grow super slow like some of the larger species like the pulchripes or the pulchra. When it comes to feeding, we give ours at the size it's at now, which is about 3.5 inches. One dubia roach about once a week, and this one has actually never turned down food. It is seeming to be always hungry and always willing to eat. Adult size for this tarantula is 8 to 10 inches. Ours, like I say, is currently at about 3.5, maybe 4 inches pushing it. So it's going to be nice to see how big this one actually gets. We do believe it's female. As for temperament of this tarantula, it's fairly docile, to be honest. One thing it will always do is attack its food, so it is very food motivated. But we've never had it try and bolt off and run away and hide. We've never had it rear up and throw up a threat pose or anything like that. And it has actually been out for a walk every now and again. When it was in its last enclosure, it used to just walk out and end up on my hand. Don't recommend actually holding tarantulas, but this one seemed to enjoy it. The reason I don't actually recommend holding tarantulas is because with this one getting such a size, even though its venom's not that significant, it could actually cause a bit of mechanical damage because its fangs do get quite large, and obviously handling tarantulas does stress them out a bit. So where would I put this one on the scale of tarantulas? I'd definitely say it's somewhat beginner friendly, even though again, beginners, do your research first, never just take someone else's word for it. It's quite a hardy tarantula, it's not going to just die out on you. They're always readily available from all the big suppliers, so Spider Shop, So Many Legs, Spiders EU, Mark's Tea Room. I highly recommend seeing Mark's Tea Room on Facebook. Some cool things to note with this tarantula are they do get very chunky, which is always cool to see, and they've got that lovely golden brown sort of banding all over it, especially just above its calicrae or chalicrae, however you want to pronounce that, you know, the mouth parts that hold its fangs. And this is definitely one of those tarantulas that I love to see. I love to watch it eat. It's just a fantastic creature, it really is, and I highly recommend looking into these. That's all I have to say really, so I'll leave you with that one. Don't forget, we do have some affiliate links in the description, so please check those out. We also have a Patreon, and if you're feeling extra generous, please pop down there and have a look. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye now.